Welcome. Today I will be showing you my Nintendo Switch collection. Now it's quite sizable, so I'm going to go in quick succession. So let's get started. East World, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, good game, not worth full price. I got it at a discount. Hyrule Warriors needed a Switch 2 patch upgrade, a lot of frame drops. Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, Spiritfarer, one of my top 10 indie games that I have played. Mega Man Battle Network Connection. I was so happy when they announced this one, bought it at day one. Shady Part of Me, very puzzle 3D puzzle platformer and the music very relaxing. Moonscar, Blasphemous 2, Blasphemous 1, Raincoat, Scully, Fire Emblem Engage, Bug Fables, Paper Mario style, and charming writing. A double pack Final Fantasy 7 and 8. I bought this one mainly because I didn't like the direction of the remakes, so I just bought the original. SpongeBob the Cosmic Shake, Paper Mario, Battlefruit Play Asia, that's why you can see the Japanese writing here on the bottom. I was in Play Asia, I got it at a good discount, so I was very happy. Atelier Risa, I only have the first one. I have to buy the other two. I always sold out quickly. Trials of Mana. Cinema Chronicles Definitive Edition. Smile for Me. Undying. Monster Hunter Stories, got it through Video Game Plus. Klonoa, Ruby, Crimson Eclipse, didn't play it, didn't like it. Not, I don't recommend that one. Case and the Well Mask, I do recommend this one. It's really a charming game inspired by the Game Boy Advance era. Pepper Grinder, it was fun but too short. Worth at a discount. Pokemon Sword, a big letdown. I was expecting much more of a leap entering the first Pokemon game, entering the Switch generation, mainline Pokemon game. Pokemon Violet, also another letdown. I was expecting a little bit more. Cocoon, Peptura Craft Edition, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, Star Ocean the Second Story, Bravely Default 2, and just saying quickly, I don't like that the Bravely Default 1 that's coming to Nintendo Switch 2 is not on the cartridge, it's a key. No, wait, not a key. Yes, it's a key. Sorry, confusing myself a little bit. Super Mario 3D All-Stars, yes, they discontinued it, but there was a lot of copies, so anybody who wanted one have one. Pokemon Legend Arceus, good stepping stone for future franchises. Is of size, yes, you know what I mean. Carrion, if you want to know how it feels like being an alien in a monster movie. Tebi, Fish, a Fist Forged in Shadow. Tales of Iron. Mario Spark of Hope. Very sad that this one didn't sell as much as the first one. Growth, Song of Evertree. Grimoire Once More from the PS2 and still holds up. Very fun. I played it and have a blast. Metroid Prime. Finally, we're gonna have Metroid Prime 4. Yoshi Crafted World. Art World. Still on plastic. I didn't wanna. I don't want to. I'm not a collector. So I always tear up the plastic, but with that one, I want it in pristine condition. Metopia. Bayonetta and the Last Demon. Rugrats Adventure in Gameland came out recently, and yes, very, it gives you a classic feeling. Ori the Collection, I like the first one better than the second one. Ni no Kuni, I have a lot of hours in this game. I had so much fun. Hoa, oh sorry, yes, Hoa, no Hoa, done by Studio Ghibli, the animation, and I didn't mention, but the Ni no Kuni one also animated by Studio Ghibli. And I'm gonna be honest, I have a big weakness for Studio Ghibli. Any game that I found out that was animated by them, I'm gonna buy it as soon as I find out. Kirby Dream Land Deluxe. Is it worth full price? It's debatable. Spyro Reignited Trilogy, and I'm just saying right now, there's other Spyro games. They do also deserve a remake or a remaster. Ni no Kuni 2, Studio Ghibli also. Celeste, also top 10s indie games that I have played. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Toran the Golden Country, the standalone DLC. Monster Hunter Stories 2. Rhapsody. Death Gambit Afterlife. Collection of Mana. Shantae. Now I'm not a Shantae fan. I haven't played any of the games. I bought this one because I wanted to start appreciating the franchise. I just want to start from the beginning. Silver Axe and the Honest Elf. Pokemon Scarlet. Super Mario Odyssey. Waited like 4 years, 5 years to get this and a discount at $30. Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. Hollow Knight. Also top 10 indie games that I have played. Maybe another video I can do a top 10 in order from 1 to 10, but maybe not. Nuclear Blaze. A lot of cats. If you have played these games, you know what I mean. A Short Hike is not the destination, it's the journey. Pretty much the game. Chime, honestly, a bit of a letdown. It is fun and it is interesting, but I don't recommend it at full price. Kirby Star Allies. I'm gonna say it right now. The worst Kirby game that I have ever played. Not only on the Switch, but all time. It's the first and only time where I didn't have fun playing a Kirby game. Super Mario RPG. Melmo. Now this is also another one that I don't recommend. I only bought it and it was like 14 bucks. Was heavily discounted, and after playing it, I don't know why. Octopath Traveler. Undertale competing for the number one spot. This is in between Undertale and another game that I'm gonna show in a little bit. Clockwork Tower. The Grinch Christmas Adventure. Crystales or Crystales. I don't know. Zelda Skyward Sword. I didn't use the motion controls. I used the Pro Controller. Pokemon Shining Pearl. I wasn't bothered by the chibi style, honestly, but it's an awful game for shiny hunting. World of Horror. Carto, a very charming puzzle game. I have a blast with that one. Skull, the Hero Slayer. Zelda Link's Awakening. Now, I didn't have any problem with the new art style with the remake. In fact, I want if they decide from the Game Boy or Game Boy's Advance era to do remakes, I would prefer that art style. Triangle Strategy, one of my favorite strategy games. Antling Extinction is Forever. Now this is a 2-pack. Shell of Light and Valiant Hearts. Shell of Light, I have a blast with that one, but it was too short. I wanted more. And Valiant Heart in a family friendly animation style, showing you the gruesomeness of war. So that one I don't recommend for children. No, sorry. Fairy Tail. Now this one, I do like the game. It's a decent game, but I'm disappointed they censor it because of Sony. I don't know why, but they censor it. Emio, the Smiling Man. Now don't spoil it for me. I haven't played this one yet. Baldo, the Guardian Owl. Now also by Studio Ghibli. Big Weakness. Yes. Animal Well, also top 10, is the ambience, the anime, a simple but clever animation style. Highly recommended. Lego The Incredibles. It's okay. It's Lego. Owlboy. Turner Boy commits tax evasion. There was many inside jokes in the game that made me laugh. Goodbye World is very short. You can beat it in 2 hours. Do I recommend it at full price with what it offers? No, but after playing it, I didn't regret buying it at full price. But for you out there, I wouldn't recommend it at full price. Mario Plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Had a lot of fun playing this one. Didn't buy the DLC. I didn't see the need why. The Messenger. Fun game, smart writing, a charming writing also. But the writing reminds me of Undertale very much. So if you like the way the characters in Undertales interact with one another or the writing style, this one very close to Undertale, very recommended. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. Now, I do like Mystery Dungeon games. I right now it's been years, and there has some been it's been years since a new Mystery Dungeon has come, and I'm gonna say it really, Mystery Dungeon games are not going to be popular until they fix two major issues. One, not being able to put Pokemons in Pokemon Home, and two, you not being able to evolve your Pokemon until the ending, pretty much the ending of the game. Yes, you can evolve them and do the post stories, but not everybody do the post story. I don't. I only want to do mostly the main story, and since you cannot put your Pokemon in Pokemon Home, there wasn't incentive for me to continue playing it after beating the story. So until they fix those two issues, I don't see Mystery Dungeon games being a mainstay for the Pokemon franchise or a popular one for the Pokemon franchise. Kirby and the Forgotten Lands, the upgrade system for the abilities, stroke of genius, love it. Dave the Diver, a lot of fighting. If this is an indie game or not, I'm not gonna get into that one. You decide. Princess Peach Showtime, played it in completion, not worth full price. I know that it was 60, and mostly because of the Mario IP, but after playing it, it's not worth full price. I bought it at PlayAsia for a deal that they were having, so I got with really good discount. So let's continue. Crash Bandicoot is about time. Fire Emblem Warriors Three Hopes. Super Smash Ultimate. Maybe for the Switch 2 we're gonna have another Smash game. Let's see. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Waited like 4 to 5 years to get this one at a discount. Paid 40, 50, yes. I think it was $50. Samurai Jack Battle Full Time. I was very lucky to get this one because I didn't got it through Limited Runs Games. I got it in Best Buy. Very lucky that I went in opening hours and found a single copy. Grab it immediately. I grab it immediately. Final Fantasy Pixel Collection. I did, and I absolutely, let me repeat this like 2 times. I did not pay $80 for this game. I mean, I could go into 1 hour rant. I'm talking half-hour rant. Talking about this game, so I'm just gonna say, I waited like 1 year to get it at a discount at $50, and I say that is a fair price for that game. 50 or 60, $10 each game, but 80, miss me with that shit. I wasn't gonna pay 80, and especially in when they release it through the Square Enix page. I mean, $80 plus shipping plus taxes. You were seeing for a regular game $100 to $110. No. $50 in store, worth the wait. I wasn't gonna pay more than $100 for a base game. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, waited 2 years to buy this one at a discount. Also $50. Now remember that I said that for Undertale there was a competitor for #1 indie game that I have personally played. Here's the Omori. Beat the Omori, the not the Shikikomori ending. I did the happy ending. Even without knowing the conditions, I even got the true ending in the first try, not knowing how to activate it. So I was very happy. And I gotta say, man, I have the gameplay, the story, the way you interact with other characters. Man, I wish I could play it again, but we erasing my memory because it was just that good. Highly recommend. Now it's unlike Undertale. This one is not for the faint of hearts. So if you don't have a strong stomach, don't play it. Especially if you're gonna try to do the happy ending with the true ending, also the secret ending. Ender Lilies, Octopath Traveler 2, Angry Alligator. Don't recommend this one. I only bought this one because I thought there was going to be something similar to Maneater, with the one where you play as a shark eating people. And a very sorry to say, but it was a disappointment. They didn't even port this game correctly. It still had, even though I'm playing it on the Nintendo Switch, it was still showing the buttons from the PlayStation. It was a bad port. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Princess Maker 2. I got this one on the Switch because I do not like censorship. Now, do I want to do those censored endings? No. When I played it, I'm going to do it blind, making my own choices. Whatever princess she ends up being, what it is. But I do not like censorship in games. I always try to go with the version that either don't have censorship or have the least amount of censorship. And if there is, in a censored heavy, I just lose interest and don't buy it. Gift, Ghost Trick. Very weird that Capcom only released it over on the East. They didn't do it in the West. Now the next couple of games is collector's edition, either medium. I don't have big box. I don't have the money to buy super big collector edition, so I would say to small to medium. But let's start. Tsukuhime, for what it offers, I wanted a little bit more, but I am happy to buy this one because I did watch the anime and I mostly bought this collection to experience the original story in its original form. Super Monkey Ball's Banana Mania, La Pusille Ragnarok and Rhapsody Music Adventure, Death's Door, Prini 1 and 2 Dessert Edition, just Dessert Edition. Sakuna of Rise and Ruin Divine Edition. I have also the game here outside if you want to see. Now, if you notice the let me show it a little bit closer. The cardboard is not in the best conditions in certain corners, but I promise you it was not my fault. This is the way it came out. It was the only copy. Best Buy, I saw it at $60, the only copy, and even through the plastic, I saw that the cardboard wasn't in pristine conditions, but it was the only copy, so I got that one. Now, would I, if I would have saw a more pristine condition, I would have gotten that one. But hey, it better something than nothing, and I have been doing my best to keep it in the best condition possible. The Cruel Queen and the Great Hero Storybook Edition. Pharmagia Day 1 Edition. I was very surprised that as soon as like 2 months after that game came out, there was already an anime. I know that the artist and writer for Fairy Tail is popular, but he he has done a lot of good hits that I have read and enjoyed. But I do wish that he would stop using the same faces. I know that there's a limited amount of faces that you see in a manga. Maybe repeat faces, mostly changing the hairstyle, but it's so pretty much the same face as Natsu, only with a different hairstyle. At least use a different face. But hey, I do like his stuff. I only wish that he would shake it up a bit with the character designs. And the last one, Sea of Stars. I bought this one through Play Asia. Had the soundtrack, so it was worth it. I I do not like when they only give you a code for the soundtrack. If I see if there's two different versions, one with only the code and one where they physically give you the soundtrack, I always try to go with the physical soundtrack.